If you're investing in Colombia, buying property, building a business, or operating as an entrepreneur, there's a major immigration benefit you might not know about. You can actually become a permanent resident through your investment. Not immediately, but through time accumulation under the M visa. And here is why this matters. Permanent residency gives you long-term stability, fewer restrictions, stronger business positioning, and the ability to operate in Colombia without constantly renewing your visa. In today's video, I'll explain how the R visa through time accumulation really works, what the requirements are in 2025, why the minimum investment is trickier than it seems, limitations foreigners must consider, and whether this path is actually a meaningful incentive for investors and entrepreneurs. Stay until the end because I'll show you the number one strategic mistake that prevents investors from ever qualifying for residency. Let's break this down simply. If you hold an M visa, such as investor, partner, shareholder, independent professional, or other migrant categories, Colombia allows you to accumulate time toward permanent residency. According to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, if you have an M investor visa, you need 5 years of continuous legal stay to qualify for the R resident visa. For investors, this creates a predictable path. Invest, operate legally, accumulate 5 years, and apply for permanent residency. This is especially attractive for people planning long-term operations, real estate portfolios, or business expansion in Colombia. Why do investors pursue the R visa? Here are the real advantages. Permanent residency with fewer immigration restrictions, business stability, easier to manage companies, banking and compliance, predictability. You're no longer tied to visa renewals. Stronger profile for financing, partnerships, and local institutions. While it does not grant citizenship automatically, it does give you a long-term foothold in the country, legally, economically, and personally. And if you're wondering whether this path actually benefits investors in practice, let's look at the real advantages that make the resident visa so compelling. To apply for the R visa through accumulated time in 2025, you must have held an M investor visa for 5 continuous years, prove your immigration history, previous visas, safe conducts, migratory movements, demonstrate that your investment or business is still valid and active, present your passport, criminal background checks, biometrics, etc. Complete the renewance, maintenance process every 5 years. But here's where it becomes especially important for investors. Minimum investment requirement for 2025. 350 times the minimum wage salary, which is approximately 498 million Colombian pesos or 105,000 US dollars. And that minimum goes up every year with wage adjustments, plus 12% in 2024, plus 9% in 2025. So the hidden risk most investors miss: if you invest exactly the minimum today, in 3 to 5 years your investment might fall below the updated requirement, which could jeopardize your M visa renewal, your eligibility for residency, your immigration history, and your legal compliance. A smart investor strategy would be to plan ahead. Aim for at least 900 million Colombian pesos or more so you remain compliant in the long term. Although the resident visa is a great opportunity, it is not automatic or effortless. It takes 5 years. Your business or investment must stay active. You must comply with tax, corporate, and immigration rules. Long absences from Colombia can invalidate your status. You must renew your resident permit every 5 years. If you're outside of Colombia for more than 2 consecutive years, you may lose your resident status entirely. If you want permanent residency, you must structure your process from day one. Make a legally declared investment, properly registered. Apply for the M investor visa with adequate capital. Maintain your business active. Tax filings, operations, bank flows. Track your immigration history to prove the 5-year stay. Prepare your strategy for the R visa application before year 5. This isn't just an immigration pathway, it's a long-term business and residency strategy. The good news: for long-term investors, entrepreneurs, and people establishing operations in Colombia, yes, it's a very strong incentive. Why? Creates long-term stability, strengthens investor confidence, improves credibility with banks and partners, connects your business plan with your immigration plan, but is not suited for short-term investors, people not planning to live or operate here, investments placed too close to the legal minimum, and passive or inactive business structures. Here it is, investing the bare minimum and failing to maintain it over time. Because the threshold increases every year, your investment can become non-compliant without you noticing. And by the time you reach year 5, you might no longer qualify for the R visa, even though you thought you did everything right. To summarize, you can become a permanent resident after 5 years on the M investor visa. Your investment must stay legal, declared, and active. The minimum increases annually. Plan for long-term compliance. Residency is a powerful tool for investors and entrepreneurs. This pathway creates real stability, but only if you structure it correctly. At Nexo Legal, we help investors structure their capital, their visa strategy, and their long-term residency plan in Colombia. From registering your investment to maintaining compliance and preparing your residency application, we guide you step by step. Book your personalized advisory session and build your residency and investment plan with confidence. See you in the next video.